It can feel so uncomfortable when you need to tell someone no, especially when the request seems completely reasonable. Yet, there are times when we need to recognize that saying no is the best answer. Sometimes it is best for us, and sometimes it is best for the person making the request. Probably saying no is the right answer more often than not. Hi, I'm Margaret Meek, and this is No is a Complete Sentence. Guidelines can help you assess whether to take on a request or turn the opportunity down. Now, adjustments to your calculations will always need to be made, but once you have these guidelines down, you can react to any request in a way that is best for all involved. There are 3 things you need to make sure you are clear about when it comes to any request for assistance. What exactly is being asked of you? Make sure you have clarity on what the beginning, ending, and expectations are for your participation. If you choose to move forward with a yes, then you need to make sure that the task does not morph into something bigger than you can complete. If it does grow, have a clear conversation with the boss on why you can't continue or can't meet those expectations. Should you desire or need to say no, try to make a connection with the person you are turning down. You do not need to present an apology or sympathy to that individual. Just make sure they know you are connecting with them, but cannot help. And when possible, collaborate with the individual to present other options for the task or other people who could help. Just be sure to leave the next step with the person asking, not with you. Before we go any further, we want to make sure you know that if you are ever asked to do something illegal, immoral, or that would compromise another person or their position, no is all you need to say. Nothing more, nothing less. Now we move on to the requests made of you that are not as clear-cut. The first and most difficult is knowing your priorities. What are your goals? Or what do you need to be doing right now to get where you want to end up? For example, you need to work your part-time job to earn money for college. Taking time off to answer yes to someone's request may undermine your ability to meet your goals. What is currently being required of you? Do you have homework, family obligations, or organization or leadership commitments that you need to meet? Those requirements are non-negotiable, so you need to recognize that any offers you accept need to be able to work within those commitments. What are your boundaries? Are there things that you see no value in completing that are beyond your values or ethics, or are they uncomfortable for you and provide no opportunity to grow your skills? If so, say no. Be firm with your boundaries, with the understanding that you can review what those boundaries are as your life circumstances change. Surrounding all of this is the measurement of how accepting any task may impact your mental health, self-care, and relationships. All are important and worthy of turning down any task. Next, you need to make sure you know if what is being asked of you fits with what you have to offer. With this knowledge of what is important to you, required of you, and within your personal boundaries, you can put the request into an interesting decision-making model called the Eisenhower Matrix. This matrix breaks your decision into a 4-quadrant model. The 4 quadrants are important and urgent. Say yes to these requests. Important but not urgent. Determine if you can schedule your part in the request for later. Not important but urgent. Can someone else complete the task? And not important and not urgent. Say no to these requests. Your goals, commitments, and boundaries help to define and quantify the words important and urgent. Other models that can be helpful include the time rule, sometimes called the 2-minute rule. If the request can be completed in 2 minutes or less, say yes. For favors that will take longer than that, sift the request through your priorities. The Warren Buffett rule says that if the requests help you focus on the top 5% of your priorities, say yes. If the tasks don't match the top 5% of priorities, say no, and make sure you are spending your time on those goals and activities that are most important and productive for you moving forward. Now that you have determined what takes precedence in your life, you need to start thinking about why you say yes, even though you don't want to do whatever is being asked. Are you a people pleaser? Afraid of authority figures? Or are you afraid others will think you are being selfish if you say no? If so, you can communicate why you are a no very precisely. And if they stop liking you, it's on them. Are you the person who wants to be the hero? Do you get a nice warm feeling when you swing into a situation and solve someone else's dilemma? It's all okay if you have the time and the item successfully works its way to a yes in your decision matrix. If you cannot commit completely or you become distracted while completing the task, you aren't a hero. You are just a person who is overcommitted. You are not comfortable with passing up any opportunities. FOMO is not always your friend. If you think it through, we bet you can build a list of times when it would have been better for everyone if you had said no. It didn't have to be you. You were cranky while you were working, making everyone uncomfortable. You couldn't focus and give the task your all because all you could think of was the to-do list waiting for you. So as people come to you to offer you what they believe to be the opportunity of a lifetime, you can put the request through all the considerations we have discussed. If you come to a yes, great. Give it your all. If you come to a no, you must then communicate your no. Here are some points to consider. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to offer excuses, reasons, or anything more than thank you. No. You can let the person know you wish you could help if that is sincere, but that you can't right now. You can thank them for thinking of you, but need to say no. You can recognize the value of the project while explaining that you are unable to help and don't want to make the outcome less than optimal because you could not give it your full attention. The number, style, and impact of the sentences you use to say no are varied and numerous. If you need creative help, use AI or a search engine or ask others for input. The key is to be honest and caring while you're making sure you express that this is a no for just this one opportunity. You will do your best to participate in anything else that comes up in the future. Only you can determine your response to any request. Be honest with yourself about your interest, ability to contribute, and reason for saying no. Be kind in your response. Be clear and recognize that there will always be someone who needs or wants your help. Choose wisely. Saying no is a personal skill you can develop. Know who you are and what your goals are. Evaluate each request carefully and communicate your response with care. If you have any questions, note them in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content.